All right, welcome back to the Teacher's Tech Bar. Today we're going to be talking about formative assessments and specifically how to use Poll Everywhere to do a check-in quiz where the students can actually just click on a particular location in a picture, and that location that they click is going to be their answer. Expert teachers in all other disciplines, you can think about how you could use this in yours. I'll walk through an example of how I use it in my statistics class as I teach some coding. So we use the language R, which is popular in statistics and data science. And here's an example of the question. So I ask which line of code adds a vertical line representing the median onto the density curve. So you have the whole entire code here that's going to create this density curve with the vertical line on it. And what the students will have to do is then click on the part of the code that they think will create that vertical line. So you can see this is a example of their answers. All these green pin marks are where they click. So really excited to see that they had done a good job on this particular quiz, meaning they had been doing their homework really well the night before, because I went through a video explaining these things. So this was used right at the beginning of class just to check in, see what they took from that video. So something that's not going to totally transform the class, just a quick at the beginning of class run through this, and I can also mix in some multiple choice if I want, but this is a good option that I want to talk about here. So let's go ahead and see how we can make one of these. I'm at a full screen now. That was the mode that'll be in when I present this, but I'm going to click on polls in the top left here, and we'll hit create also in the top left. If you want to do something where you have just one question, then just select any of these except for survey. So in this case, you would just click clickable image, but let's create one where you would want to ask multiple questions. So you hit survey. And instead of doing a multiple choice, which is the question one, we're going to make this a clickable image. So the title is going to be where you ask your question. To give more context, I'll actually load in a picture. So what I've done is I've taken a screenshot of some code, and I'll load that screenshot up. And then my question in this case will be, what part of the code references the data frame? And then to set my answers, I can click that location and then click on again, change the size. If I want to make this a multiple choice, I can select other regions, but and just by clicking and doing the exact same process. But if I don't want to make it a multiple choice, I can just click on the particular location that's the right answer, go over here to the right, give that a check so they know that that's the correct answer, and those correct responses will be known by you and whoever takes it. And then I'll hit create. Oops, I didn't make a title. Case create, and I can start the survey right from here. If I want to have a few more options, I'm going to go back to polls here and go into my test case, and I'm going to click on this question. And you can see it gives me a few options for when I'm presenting this. So for example, I don't want to show results, because if the students are taking it and see results, you could just wait and then hit the right answer. So I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to also take off show regions to make this a little bit more difficult, because you'll see the regions don't show up. So then students have to just pick out exactly where the correct answer is without giving any sort of prompts as to where that is. So sort of not really a multiple choice anymore. Okay, so that's how you create a Poll Everywhere quiz using the clickable image feature, and I can't wait to talk about how this could potentially be used in other classes, because I know how it's used in my classes, but thinking about maybe an art history teacher or someone teaching another programming class, it would be really, really great to chat about how this is being used and whether or not you find it effective. Because that's always the goal, not just to make sure that we're being flashy with our technology, but specifically, are we driving better learning outcomes? All right. Look forward to chatting, and good luck.